Hey guys, I hope you're having a good day today. I hope you are finding ways to love yourself and to tell yourself that you're worthy. And I really hope that you're also finding some time to connect with yourself and your breath and your mind and your spirit and, just every part of us. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about some inspiration that I came across today, this morning actually. It was a quote that I really felt simplified, a concept that I already understand innately, and I think that we all do. Sometimes we get disconnected from, simple universal truths that we all understand, whether that be from, the poisons that we're putting in our body or the stress, which is another poison to us actually. But there are a lot of things that kind of keep us separating our spirit self or our mind from our physical body, and which can also cause illness. There are actually people who think that if you can heal your soul and your spirit self, then you can actually heal any type of physical ailment. And I think that there is some truth to that. So anyway, regardless of how you view a higher power, whether it's a God, it's universal energy. Really there are so many different ways that one can understand their spirit self or their higher self. In whatever way that is for you, this quote is very universal truth. So anyway, I'm paraphrasing, but basically it says that prayer is when you speak to God, and meditation is when God speaks to you. Now, again, take that for whatever belief system that you have. It doesn't have to be God. And apply that. So our higher self, that is the part of our brain that is always talking to us when our thinking brain isn't working. So to explain that a little further is that little voice in the back of your head that when you're making a bad decision is the one telling you not to do it. The one that is telling you where you should go on your journey, even though you're not really listening to it. The one that tells you to do the good things, but you're not necessarily hearing it. Or the one that tells you what your true path is and what your true purpose is that you're not listening to because you're too busy trying to make a living, which is understandable, but you're too busy trying to take care of your family, also understandable. But there's a little voice that's telling you where you should be going next that we don't listen to very often. That is our higher self. So when the quote says that prayer is speaking to God, that is when we're asking God for help or the universe for help, or can things just go my way? Can I please just get on the right track? Can I please get the job that I want? Can I please do this? And can you please help this person be healthy? And can you please help me be healthy? Whatever the case may be that you're asking for in life, that is prayer. Regardless how you do it. Some people get on their knees and put their hands together, and that is praying. Some people are constantly in prayer and asking for help and guidance and from whatever energies you're seeking. And then there's meditation, which is God speaking to us, the universe speaking to us. Now that is the part of us, our higher self, that is connecting with the spirit world, right? So that is the collective conscious. That is us all trying to connect with one another on a much deeper level. That is me having compassion for someone in a situation that isn't healthy or isn't serving a higher purpose. That is the higher self, right? That is what we're supposed to be listening to when we meditate. So when we sit in that whatever posture or whatever position you choose to meditate in, which also varies just like prayer does. But for me, I sit in like a lotus pose, which is a kind of a crisscross applesauce. For those of you who aren't familiar with the yoga poses, but your feet are a little bit different, and I put my hands on my knees and I put my palms up, because when you put your palms up, you can really feel the power of receiving good energy, right? And it's a good way to do it. So That's, at least for me, that's what works. Sometimes I put my hand to my heart center, which is similar to prayer hands, but most of the time I just leave my hands relaxed on my knees. Anyway, so when you sit there in your meditation pose, you're really trying to still your mind. You are really trying to allow yourself to hear that little voice that we ignore so often. That higher self, that spiritual self, the one that is connected to everyone else on the planet, the one that is connected to all of the energies, whether it be trees or people or animals. We're all one part of one big universe. And we all have that little spiritual self, that higher self, that is listening to where the guidance is taking us, or that should be listening, but we're often not. So when you're in meditation, that is the ultimate goal. It's not to pray and to ask for things, it's to listen. Sometimes you'll hear how to heal yourself, or what part of yourself is sick, or what your next step is. But either way, if you can just really work on silencing the mind from asking for all these things, you'll start hearing what the answer for all of those things are. Now again, you can fit that to your personal belief system, because I 100% do not believe that we all have to think the same way. We're all energy. Everything, every living thing on this earth is energy, and it's all connected. But you don't have to view it the same way I do. You don't have to see it as a God or as the universe speaking to you. But that little voice in your head that I'm talking about, the one that seems a little bit outside of the 3D world, out of reality, the one that seems to kind of be connected to something a little bigger, a little deeper. When you meditate, try to find that place, try to find that peace, and focus on breathing in and breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and you can kind of start to quiet your mind with enough practice that you can hear all the answers to the questions you've been asking for so long. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully, that resonated with some of you, and hopefully that it'll help you and maybe push you on your journey to meditation. I really think that's where the message is today, is silence your mind and listen to what your higher self is telling you to do. Because it already knows the answers. It already knows the path. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good night, or good afternoon, good evening. I hope you get some really good food in your body and some really good meditation, or any version of that some people run. Whatever it is you do to be able to silence your mind, focus on your breath, and really listen to that higher self. I love you all. I will talk to you very soon. Have a good day. Bye.